Binance problems could bring huge problems to the Shiba Inu coin. Shiba Inu price had a pretty interesting day today after the general cryptocurrency market went up and then back down yesterday to stabilize a little bit at this point, so we'll talk about that volatility, but we need to discuss what's going on with Binance. How could it affect the Shiba Inu coin, and also how could it affect the general look of the cryptocurrency market? I know a lot of people call this fear uncertainty. But it's nothing to worry about, and it may be true, but it doesn't at all hide the fact that people make decisions to withdraw, so let's discuss it in this new video. If it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. By the way, the winner of the contest will be announced at the end of the video. Welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on Shiba Inu and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is the first time you are watching one of our videos, we send you a special welcome. We invite you to click the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are going to announce that this channel has a giveaway of 5 million Shiba Inu tokens. To have the chance to participate, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment with the hashtag Shiba Inu. The winner will be announced today. First, let's just talk about Shiba Inu, the currency amid today's price action. We already know the CPI numbers for the United States. The consumer price index came in at 7.1%. That is lower than the consensus of 7.3%, and it is lower than the previous reading of 7.7% that we had. This is great news because it means that inflation is falling. Let's remember that the news in question has nothing to do with lowering prices. We are comparing to already high prices, but it does mean that the inflation rate is falling again, which is exactly what we want to see because, of course, it will lead to the slowing or eventual stopping of interest rate increases. Situation which will be great for the market because it will mean the return of an uptrend. So Shiba Inu mimics Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all these currencies going up after the inflation release. However, a day later interest rates were raised 50 basis points. We already have interest rates at 4.75%. Jerome Powell's speech was not very encouraging, as he said that they would continue to raise interest rates, hence yesterday's drop. Let me know in the comments how many basis points you expect the interest rate to increase next time, and of course whether or not you think it will be good or bad news for the Shiba Inu coin and the crypto market in general. On the other hand, this is what happened these days with Binance. Recently, $7 billion was withdrawn. Considering Binance has approximately $80 billion in total assets, this is a drastic withdrawal and caused Binance to stop withdrawals in USDC. Now since then they have reopened. This is exactly what we want to see, and the reason for the stop was because they needed to do a coin exchange. However, this situation was also due to the fact that they had to make some adjustments to the USDC platform, which they announced a week before. So it's good news that they were able to do that. They have reopened those withdrawals, and you see a lot of people on Twitter or YouTube creating content saying this is fun. I forget how many Shiba Inu coins it is, but Binance holds about $1 billion worth of this token. This is a huge amount. Whatever happens to Binance, Shiba Inu will be negatively affected in a big way, so it is in no one's interest for Binance to fail. We know that Binance was able to handle the withdrawals, that they had to move some money around, and they were able to accommodate everyone who wanted to withdraw their USDC so far. What this really shows is that the $2 billion in USDC was withdrawn from the Binance platform, but when they started speculating on what this means for the crypto space, for the economy, and for the future of the market, it shows us that investors are skeptical right now. Are skeptical that one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world is safe, and there is no denying that with the withdrawal of $7 billion, people are seeing the consequences of FTX, as well as the repercussions it's having. They are concerned that their cryptocurrency is safe and, of course, they are now making moves. I don't know if these people are simply withdrawing money to a cold wallet. I don't know if they're moving to another exchange, much less have any idea if they're trying to cash out their USDC in the form of US dollars or any other fiat currency. What we do know is that they're moving their cryptocurrency out of these centralized exchanges. Now, this could really lead down a couple of different paths if they continue to pull out, and Binance has everything covered. They own all the money that they claim to have, and the Shiba Inu coin included. Then it's not going to collapse. But Binance could absolutely be in big trouble, and that would arise if they can no longer meet their short-term debt obligations. because it's not generating enough volume and people leaving the cryptocurrency space. They're just not paying the bills. But Binance has no debt, so we don't think this will be an issue. You know what I mean? There is no transactional volume for the leading crypto exchange to continue to grow its revenue. If people leave the cryptocurrency space, or if people stop trading, it's a given that it won't last forever. The last time this happened, in 2017, everything was collapsing. People said it was over with cryptocurrencies, but you see, it wasn't true. We are ending 2022. If the same thing happens, if people give up on cryptocurrency for a while, they make their withdrawals, they send it back to the bank, but one day they will be interested again. One day they will have confidence again. Before we finish, we have to make a decision. Do we withdraw or stay? Do I continue to accumulate or sell my capital? Write us the answer in the comments section below. We love to know what you are thinking about Shiba Inu and crypto market news. By the way, speaking of Binance, a news item came out yesterday that stated the following. There have been unexpected changes in the Shiba holdings of leading cryptocurrency exchange Binance, as reported on CoinMarketCap. 3 weeks after the exchange released its test holdings of reserves in the Shiba Inu token, which previously stood at 59.3 billion Shiba, they have decreased by 1 billion tokens, the equivalent of $9.2 million. What's interesting is that the value of Binance holdings in Shiba Inu currently increased by almost $11 million, even with 1 billion fewer tokens than 3 weeks ago. If you add the 1 billion Shiba Inu sold, it turns out that the black and yellow crypto giant made more than $20 million on Shiba Inu in 3 weeks. Well, Binance or its users, since those tokens belong to its users, not Binance. During the period under review, not only Binance, but also other minority holders of the token reduced their holdings and profits in Shiba. Thus, as reported by You Today, the number of token holders fell by 2.3% in the last week of November, but then rebounded by 0.7% to 1.26 million addresses as December progresses. At the same time, the price of Shiba Inu rose at first, but then failed to break the upper limit of the price corridor at 950 points and fell back to the lows where investors started to buy back in. Keep in mind that cryptocurrency prices change frequently, so by the time you watch this video, it may have changed to a completely new value. We will now give the winner of the 5 million Shiba Inu tokens. The winner is on screen. Congratulations. If you didn't win, don't worry. We will have a similar contest on the 31st of December. So we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, like the video and don't forget to subscribe. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.